The main start the show. Well, Trending Politics reports what we all know. The mainstream media continues to try to race bait JD Vance and Donald Trump and calling them anti-black, anti-woman, and anti-anything else. No matter how much pandering they do, it doesn't seem like it's enough. But Republican vice presidential nominee JD Vance wasted no time in neutralizing a race-baiting question from a CNN reporter before turning it back around on Vice President Kamala Harris' embrace of divisive identity and race-based politics. On Wednesday, former President Donald Trump attended the National Association of Black Journalists convention and was immediately assailed by a biased reporter. ABC's Rachel Scott suggested without evidence that former President Trump was an irredeemable racist by quoting a number of former president's critiques of far-left prosecutors such as Alvin Bragg and Fani Willis. Scott did not point to a single instance of Trump talking about race when asking the questions. I think it's a very nasty question, Trump reported, for you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late in such a hostile manner. I think it's a disgrace. I don't know who in Trump's campaign said it was a good idea for him to attend that rally, but the mainstream media began to pile on him afterwards, even one journalist beginning to ask JD Vance. I have the video here. I want you to watch it and look how gracefully he responds. Listen.
Former president's comments yesterday to the National Association of Black Journalists where he said that Vice President Harris is, quote, all of a sudden black. As a father of 3 biracial children, did those comments give you pause at all?
They don't give me pause at all. Look, all he said is that Kamala Harris is a chameleon. She goes to Georgia 2 days ago. She was raised in Canada. She puts on a fake Southern accent. She is everything to everybody, and she pretends to be somebody different depending on which audience she's in front of. I think it's totally reasonable for the president to call that out, and that's all he did. I mean, look, she's running as a tough-on-crime prosecutor, even though she implemented open border policies. She's saying that she wants to support the police, yet she wanted to defund the police just 3 years ago. It's totally reasonable to call out the fact that she pretends to be somebody different depending on the audience she's talking to.
The former president's...
And that is absolutely true. So they're saying, like, look, he's not racist. He's not saying, look, you are not black, you don't have dark skin. He's saying, you were politically conveniently Indian, then you are black now. And I think it's kind of a dumb argument, but it's saying, look, she's not African-American, as Don Lemon argued on CNN, but she is dark skinned. I mean, she's got blackish skin. Indians do it. There's black Indians. There's black a lot of races. So I find it to be pretty disingenuous that we even have to care about this. But Trump does make a point. She's like a chameleon. She's whoever you want her to be. And I don't think that she's as stupid as people are making her out to be. In fact, when she was let off script just recently, JD Vance snapped back at her and said this. He said, Kamala sounds like a third grader giving a book report on a book that she didn't even read. He's talking about this video right here where she seems to repeat herself when she wasn't given any teleprompter message. She didn't really have much to say. Listen.
This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is incredible.
Amen. It's like me when I'm trying to fill the last 2 minutes of my book report. You know, it's the alliances of holding on to the strength of which are the alliances of that which we can hold on to that which we shall be, and therefore always have been, and unburdened by what has been and by what can be. And now JD Vance obviously snapped back at her for saying, you know, not only is he weird, but also the fact is that, you know, she says he doesn't really love America. He's not loyal to this country. And he had a word or two for her. But I want to remind you guys, the government's corruption is even more prevalent today than we've ever seen with this bait and switch with Kamala Harris. It's causing the state of our spiraling economy. Just today, we saw massive dips in the stock market, which is absolutely insane. That's why so many Americans don't trust the stock market. Instead, they're investing their money in real gold and silver that has withstood the test of time. I encourage you to protect your money with gold and silver if you actually care about keeping your investment safe. And now, you know me, I only partner with the best companies that are doing the best things for Americans around the country. And that's why I'm working with Goldco. Goldco has helped thousands of Americans place over $2.5 billion in gold and silver. They are my top choice. And right now they're offering you up to 10% instant match in bonus silver with a qualified account. So don't wait. Visit vnngold.com, vnngold.com. Don't let the chaotic world get in the way of your livelihood. Learn how you can protect your money before it's too late at vnngold.com, vnngold. Now, as I mentioned here, JD Vance said this, Kamala Harris questioned my loyalty to America. I enlisted in the Marines for this country. I went to Iraq for this country. Here's what he had to say.
I saw the other day, Kamala Harris questioned my loyalty to this country. That's the word she used, loyalty. And it's an interesting word, simplify, loyalty, because there is no greater sign of disloyalty to this country than what Kamala Harris has done at our southern border. And I'd like to ask the Vice President, what has she done to question my loyalty to this country? I served in the United States Marine Corps. I went to Iraq for this country. I built a business for this country. And my running mate took a bullet for this country. So my question to Kamala Harris is, what the hell have you done to question our loyalty to the United States of America?
And he does have a point. I mean, who is she to really be saying, what has she done for the country? I mean, I know that she, has a questionable past, but we all do in our own ways, except for the fact that she doesn't really have many accomplishments to stand upon. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions down below on what you think about this matter. If you like this video, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at vigilantnews.com. And if you would like to get these reports every day for free, you can also subscribe to our Rumble and our X accounts. We're at Vigilant News. I'm Elijah Schaefer. Thank you for watching Beyond the Headlines. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.